This is my daughter Regan, and this is another episode of
I've always been this way.
Have you always been that way?
I think so, because I came out of your womb, so I really didn't have a choice
You think
to be inauthentic.
Do you think we're a lot alike?
I think that I'm a good combination of you and Dad. I feel like I'm a good.
Okay, well, we don't really want to talk about him because he's not on the show.
Well, yes, but
hey, I want to just talk about the good things about me, and then if we have time to mention him, then you can.
Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
Tell me all the good things that you learned. Well, I mean, of course, you're beautiful because of me.
Well, genetics are important.
Yes.
That is true.
Okay, anything else?
Well, I have a very diverse vocabulary.
True.
I learned what the word fuck was.
But okay, so let's talk about that. How old do you think you were before you heard me say it?
I don't know, because since I'm the oldest,
right.
It was later for me than it was for Grant and Riley, because you were on your best behavior. But
see, guys,
she did
I can't be controlled.
Because,
I don't want to be controlled, but I can't.
I didn't hear her say fuck or shit, at least knowingly, until maybe I was, in double digits.
I mean, guys.
But to be fair, I'm the oldest.
Do I get a medal? Do I have a trophy for this shit? No. It's bullshit.
I've always said I could order you a custom medal for whatever you want.
Okay, but that's not the same as, getting a medal presented to you from some, big mom of the century club or something.
You can just make that. Mom of the century.
But I don't want to make
Mom
my
of
own
the
medal.
century, that's not a very big club. That's every 100 years.
Yeah, but
a decade.
No, I'm taking the whole century. I'm not taking a year or.
Well, who got the mom of the previous century? Because I was born in the 20th century. So, how does that work? Are you greatest mom of the 20th century?
Well, maybe let's.
You know what I mean?
Let's come back to that.
Okay, it's a good idea.
That just sounds.
To ask, people can comment.
Okay, that just sounds too practical. We're not talking about practicalities here. Don't be ridiculous. Okay.
Sure.
All right. What'd you learn from me? Anything good? All bad.
Well, you taught us how to have a good spine, to speak up for ourselves, and that frequently, could be deemed unpopular because a lot of people just to kind of like to fall in line and not cause conflict.
Right.
And it's not we're very confrontational people necessarily, but if there is an issue, we feel like we have the tools to communicate that.
Okay, so I don't think we would initiate a problem, but if a problem arises, we're going to finish that shit.
Right.
Listen, I can flatten a bitch.
I'm aware.
I mean,
more so verbally.
Yeah, I don't really want to get in a fight. This is already having a rough time staying where it's supposed to be. If I get black eye or punched in the tits, that's going to be bad. I don't.
Ow.
What I'm saying is, I'm not here for a real fight. I will have a verbal altercation with somebody.
I know.
In the previous episode, I was talking about, do you remember that time when we were in the French Quarter and we walked by the homeless guy and he asked...
And Grant almost, yeah.
Grant, went insane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just thought it was hilarious, but I just thought, oh my gosh, my precious baby boy has... he's trying to come to my defense. But I told him, I said... Don't do that. That's just not who we are. We're lovers. We're lovers and verbal altercators, but we're not fighters.
No, we don't look good in orange.
No,
it's not in our color palette, so that just wouldn't really.
Or black and white stripe. What do they wear now? Do they wear orange in jail? Have you been there recently?
No, but when I saw the Martha Stewart documentary, she was kind of wearing a cute green sort of a situation. It's very similar to your sweater. I could go to the Martha Stewart prison.
I would have. Okay, so I don't want to go to jail, but if I had to have gone to jail for some reason, I would have wanted to be there while she was there.
Well, yeah, of course. Although she would have probably kicked your ass and been you're having ADHD. That would be an excuse. You just need to execute. She would have given you
No. I would be. Listen, I'm everybody's dream come fucking true. I don't know what you're talking about. Martha and I would have been best friends in jail.
Well, I think you also would have liked to have like hung out with her, have a glass of wine,
right,
etc.
And she probably like in jail probably had her own like she stomped the grapes, she fermented all that shit. She probably like made it out of like an igloo cooler and like 2 hammers and some pencils. Like, and she created this device like box wine, but out of an igloo. Like she made it, like igloo cooler, you know.
Oh,
like,
a cooler. I'm like thinking about like the.
Okay, I'm not making a lot of sense here, and I don't usually, but like what I'm saying, she probably went into like the jail kitchen and was like, okay,
what can I do?
They've got grapes, and they have some other shit. And so
it's
she
because
made alcohol.
She's resourceful.
Right, resourceful.
Yeah. Right.
That's who you want in jail with you.
Right.
She can make you like a shank in case you need to get in a fight with a bitch. And she can also make like a great banana bread.
Right.
Right. I mean, that would be the ideal person to be in prison with.
Well, she would have been upset that you misallocated resources when you told Riley to put a fish down my bathing suit bottom.
No.
I don't think Martha would not have liked that.
Listen, Martha Stewart is good friends with Snoop. That bitch has a sense of humor, okay? So, the fact that I only had, I should have paid Riley $100 because it was still.
You didn't even pay her anything.
I know.
And she got in trouble. You started yelling at her.
Okay, so this story is my father-in-law had a bunch of like live minnows for fishing, right?
Yeah, they're smaller fish.
And Regan was 15, 14 maybe, something like that. I don't know. Riley was younger.
15, something in that,
in her crazy bitch era. She was in her crazy bitch era.
Well, sue me for being hormonal.
Huh. I wish if I could sue you. She was definitely hormonal. So Regan was probably being a bitch, I'm sure, that day. And so I said to Riley, I will give you $5 if you put a live minnow in Regan's bathing suit bottom. And she did it. And I will say, I still have a great visual, and I still laugh all the time thinking about it.
Well, because it was flapping between my cheeks, and I had to pull down
How could it flap? It was probably like, get me the fuck out of this ass crack.
It was stuck, and I didn't want it to be there. And I had to take my bathing suit bottoms off, so I flashed everyone my cuckoo, and I screamed to the point where neighbors came over because they were like, "What happened?"
That was probably the one time a live minnow begged to be put on a hook and eaten by a bigger fish.
Well, then it didn't because I proceeded to push Riley in the canal because I thought that was an appropriate thing to do after somebody put a fish
and then
in my bathing suit bottom.
It got ugly real quick because I forgot that Regan can be very mean.
Have you met Riley?
Okay. Yeah, when I talk
she
about
doubles down. She's involved. What do you mean?
No. Okay,
she's
first
the
of
one
all,
who was nuts. You paid her to do this. I pushed her in the canal, and that could be, deemed.
Oh no, that wasn't
fine.
Yeah.
Then she goes upstairs and goes into my suitcase and gets all of my bras and puts them in the bathtub.
No offense to Regan, but she didn't even need a bra at that time, so I don't know what the big fucking deal was.
But she got all my bras wet and was going to put them in the freezer.
Yeah.
Which is a very elaborate thing to
do. But I do think at that point I had to separate you guys, and I realized that maybe
it was your fault.
That was
you started it.
That was not the best parenting moment ever. I will say though, I don't regret it.
I know you don't.
I mean, because it was funny and it makes for a good story. And so, like, if you ever have a child one day, you can have that child put a fish down one of Riley's children's bathing suits. And then it'll be like,
I have them put it down Riley's bathing suit.
Okay, well, whatever.
I think I'll reverse Uno it and do it to her one day.
Okay, yeah. I think that's a good idea.
I think that's better.
Go do it over 4th of July. I don't know why I'm whispering. Fuck. We'll talk about this later. Can't talk about this because
we might have follow-up.
Riley might listen to this podcast and we don't want to know if and when that might happen.
She needs to, Riley, you've been warned. Be on your toes.
Yeah.
Be on your toes.
It's time to re-embrace the one-piece bathing suit.
There are cute one-piece bathing suits, though. It's not like a bad thing.
I know, but what I'm saying is it would make it harder to get the minnow in the one piece.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Okay.
It actually would be better if there was a one piece, because it would be more stuck.
Yeah. It's just I'm still thinking about that fish that was in between your butt cheeks.
I probably gave it a heart attack.
Begging for death.
I mean, no offense
At least
to me.
it wasn't in Dad's butt cheeks. It probably would have come out dead.
That would be unfortunate.
It would be horrible.
That would be really unfortunate. But, yeah, you got a kick out of something. You tried to discipline us for it. And then Riley was like, it was you! You paid me to do this!
Yeah. I mean, she shouldn't have thrown me under the bus like that. But that's probably why I never gave her the $5.
That's fair. Because otherwise I would have never known that you bribed her.
Right. And I would do it again. It was hilarious.
But you were very strategic with, your bribing. Because, you bribed me with material goods so I would wear the eye patch. So, I mean,
okay.
It did work.
Tell everybody why you wore an eye patch.
I have one eye that's lazier than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And, in order to strengthen it, you have to put the patch over the good eye, so the bad eye, your brain sends the signals or whatever to try and strengthen it, or at least keep it from going rogue and drifting into the back of my head for aesthetic purposes.
It wouldn't I would not have drifted into the back of your head.
It feels like that sometimes. If I'm really tired, even now, it'll be like, boop. Because they corrected it surgically. They can't go in, so the only way is out.
I don't think that's completely accurate. Okay.
Anyways.
Well, I did bribe you, but
what
really
little
I
kid
didn't.
wants to wear a patch all the time?
Okay. I did bribe you, and I don't know how many Webkins you probably owned at the time. I don't know. 50?
And segment, diversified into Vera Bradley, purses, getting my ears pierced.
Okay, but I don't think that was part of the bribe. I just thought you were, trying to be a cool teenager, and Vera Bradley was cool at the time.
It's coming back for some reason.
Okay.
I don't need it. But
I'm over the florals. I grew up in a time where, Laura Ashley, I don't even know if you know what that brand is.
She walked so Vera Bradley could run.
That is a fact. She was the original Vera Bradley. And, my sisters, I never wore any Laura Ashley dresses, but the two of them wore some fugly shit. And I'm sure they thought they looked hot. But, and I'm sure
they're gonna love to hear this.
Well, I'm sure at some point somebody looked at him and said, "Oh, I always wanted to fuck a girl from Little House on the Prairie." Oh, I mean, that's what those bitches look like. But they were probably walking all over LSU campus, not just my sisters, but in that not Vera Bradley. What the fuck, Laura Ashley dresses.
But do you prefer people wear Little House on the Prairie dresses, or I'm a lady of the streets? Because it feels very there's nothing in the middle anymore.
Can we? Yeah, there is. I always taught y'all to either show a little bit of boob, or you could wear a short skirt, but you couldn't do both. Mm-hmm.
Balance is important, and you don't want tight.
But now everyone lets their tits and their vagina hang out at the same time. It's kind of gross. It's Dad and I were, where the fuck were we? We're in the Dominican Republic. We're at an all-inclusive place, but I think maybe it was 18 years old and up, or 21 and up or something. And I saw these two whores there. They're walking around, and their asses were hanging out. And I asked Dad if I should go up to them and say, "Good luck in your minivan next year," because they're both going to get pregnant.
They're entrepreneurs.
No, they're both going to get pregnant and end up driving a minivan. And that's what I told y'all once. One of your friends or whatever, I don't know, maybe one of
Riley's friends
were dressing like whores, and I'm like, let them take a ride in my minivan, and they'll realize what happens when you don't keep your legs closed. You end up with a bunch of kids, and you end up driving a minivan. Not that I regret having y'all. I don't. And not that I was a whore, but I'm just saying, when you fuck equals baby. And if you're not prepared for that, don't dress like a whore. I mean, seriously.
You said that we ruined your boobs, too. So you're driving a minivan and your boobs are ruined.
It's bullshit. I mean, I'd do it all again. I would drive that minivan for you. I would. I'd ruin my boobs for you. Definitely would.
That's nice.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. This doesn't happen on its own. Like, I mean, although I will say people that can't breastfeed their kids, I mean, I'm sure their kids are fine. They're not as good as y'all. Just, let's say. I mean,
I don't know if that's the exact reason.
Maybe it's not because of the breastfeeding. It's just because they're shittier parents than Dad and I were. Like, me.
Well, it's...
All those things. All those things.
But the expectation is perfection. It's hard for other people to match up.
You know, I didn't expect y'all to be perfect.
No, like you were perfect parents.
Oh, please. I mean, well, you're not
You've
wrong.
said that you were perfect before.
I mean, I'm pretty fucking close.
I mean, I have several things in my phone where you're like, perfect.
No. That's really like self-deprecating stuff. I don't really feel like I'm perfect, but like I think we were fun parents.
Yeah,
Are
that
we
was
still
good.
fun
It was a
parents?
good balance.
Like, how was it, like your teenage years, like growing up in the house? Like, did you? Well, I mean, besides the fact you were like,
I was just really hormonal
psycho.
and nutty, and like did not like my brain was not functioning correctly.
I don't think high school was your era.
No.
And I don't even want to say like you had an era, but I don't think.
No, but
I didn't peak in high school.
I would like to see myself you love wine, so you'll like this. I like to see myself as like a fine wine, and it took me longer to like marinate and get really good. Like in the barrel.
Wines don't marinate.
Well,
like
I'm not
steaks.
a sommelier like you. Anyways,
Not a sommelier.
Somali mom. No, it doesn't work. But I've taken longer to marinate, but I'd rather peak later than be somebody who peaked in high school or college, because that's pretty lame. And then you get stunted and like stuck in a very immature window.
Yeah.
You know?
You know what's bitchy, but I love it. It's so bitchy and rude, and I'm an asshole. Like these girls that were like amazing looking in high school, or celebrities that were like amazing looking. You're like kind of like not jealous, but like, oh, you know, whatever. And now they're fug. You know what's going to happen?
They didn't know how good they had it.
Saying this, number one, I'm going to go to hell, but I'm just pretty sure I'm going there anyway. But also, as soon as I go outside, somebody's going to hit me in the face, like with the door or something, and then I'm going to be even more fug out because I said this stupid shit, so I got to stop. What was it like? Okay,
You don't usually limit yourself, so I'm a little...
No, but I mean, like, sometimes... Okay, I don't know that I have limits. I don't know that I would say that I have limits, but sometimes I would say that I say things and realize, probably going to hell for that. And that's probably one of those things. But, I mean, if I'm going anyway, I really feel like the Lord knows what we're thinking. So you can either keep it in your head and He knows, or you can say it outside of your body and maybe entertain someone.
That's true. I mean, you've said so many things that, like, belong on merch.
Yeah.
And, like, on a bumper sticker of a car. And that's, like, you giving back to the world.
Well, like, once I get millions of fans, thanks to my director and producer and whatever the fuck, overcharger of her talents. But anyway.
I'm not overcharging.
I mean, you are living here for free. So you may be charging me a lot.
No, but you remember you told me to charge you less.
I know, but still. Anyway. If we ever get to the point...
When
I get to the point where I have like a gazillion trillion viewers, then we'll bring out like the quote bank and put it on merch.
Yeah, well,
some of that shit, you can't let it all out now. You gotta keep some of that shit in the vault.
I think you can tease some things, but also I haven't told you yet, but you've started getting some comments from strangers on YouTube.
About what?
And the haters are starting to circulate.
Haters?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to read the haters.
Wait, hold on. Well,
are they saying that I'm fugly and stuff?
No, somebody called you, I think that they said on your Wine Not clip, they said alcoholic denial.
Listen, I'm not in denial.
Alcoholic denial, period. Well, at Lisa Lou Faux Show the flower in your hair does not align with your complexion. And then somebody else said, this is more of a compliment. I don't know the context of this, but I love how at the end you were just like, what am I talking about? Wine is the best side dish.
Okay.
I don't remember you saying that, but I edited it, so you must have.
I don't recall saying that. And listen, I'm not in denial about being an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I can not drink alcohol whenever I want, but when I want to drink it, I will. It's called free will. It's America, for fuck's sake. Okay?
So true.
If I want to drink, I will. It doesn't make me an alcoholic. And if I decide to be an alcoholic, it's my fucking prerogative. So fuck off, whore.
Her body, her choice.
Right. If I was a whore, everybody would be fine with it.
Well, yeah, because they'd be like, she's a businesswoman.
I mean, a one-man whore, not like a whore of the streets.
Well, no.
Although I think Dad wouldn't mind if I was a whore if I made a lot of money.
Okay.
But you know what? I'm not sucking dick for money. I don't do it for free. No, thank you.
What is it that Samantha Jones said in Sex and the City? They don't call it a job for nothing.
Ugh. You don't put your face near a sewer. I've said it before and I say it again. It's gross. This is good parenting advice for you.
No face near a sewer. Even
Okay.
like no changing, even when changing diapers, like I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it doesn't even have to be weird.
Don't put your face anywhere.
Why
near
would you?
It's gross. So what do you think is different between living with me now versus when you lived with me when you were in high school and younger?
Well, I think like when you go to college and stuff, you're able to kind of like grow and like figure out who you are, like separate from like family unit and like friends and stuff. And I think I feel a lot more like rooted in my identity and like grounded. So I don't, and like I figured out like the things that give me sparkle and like my creative outlets and hobbies and stuff. So then like
She likes using her hands, people. A lot. Congratulations to certain people.
good eye aesthetics. I'm for hire. I'm not in the streets.
Not for that kind of hand usage.
No, like
She's not available. She's
no,
not
like-
available for that.
No, like
I'm not pimping my daughter out for anybody.
I meant more like along the lines of calligraphy.
Okay, yeah. Okay, but it just sounded like hand jobs situation.
Maybe your head is in the gutter.
It usually is. I'm trying to get it out of there sometimes, but that's kind of where it likes to live, and I don't know really what to do about it. It's a problem.
It's okay.
Okay, so how is it living with us now?
I think it's good because like we all have our routines and there's like enough space and you're like everyone's like able to independently be like I feed myself, I do all this stuff, whatever. It is interesting though, like sometimes when we'll be like going places or like it's just kind of like how did you raise 3 children? Because sometimes I'm like what is going on? Like you and Dad are like chickens with your heads cut off sometimes.
Now?
Sometimes, yeah.
Please. Like when? I'm not. Listen, I am the most organized, non-ADHD person you'll ever meet. Okay? That's not true.
I was about to say, is Pinocchio in the room with us?
No.
Having ADHD isn't a bad thing, but it just means you have to be more intentional with like giving yourself some structure. Otherwise, your brain is like,
Well, that fucker, also known as your dad, said that I don't have ADHD. I just need to learn how to pay attention.
That's like
Okay, so
part of the problem.
that is part of the problem. So, is it better living with us now?
Yeah,
It's
I
different.
think so.
It's just different.
It's different, but also like Grant and Riley aren't here all the time, so it's just different.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you realize, like, when you move out and then you move back in, how much more awesome we were than you ever realized?
Well, yeah, I mean, you do have like an appreciation for
It's
like
just supposed to be yes, absolutely.
Yes. Well,
Not-
yes.
I mean, just
Absolutely.
yes.
Do you want, I thought you'd want me to elaborate further.
But yes,
compliment you.
but I'm just saying, make sure you say yes, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely, comma. You have more appreciation for like the infrastructure that you built for us like throughout our childhood, so like we didn't have to think about like certain things. We were just able to like enjoy and exist.
Function.
Yeah. So yes, absolutely.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. Even the cat agreed The cat meowed at the same time.
He's very chatty.
Yes, he is.
He is.
And annoying. The cat's trying to get out the front door. Get the fuck down!
Louis, what are you doing?
Seriously, I'm going to make you a coat. Like, I'm not going to make a coat for you. I'm going to make a coat out of you.
He would be a very soft coat.
Oh my God, just wait till the cat lawyer hears that.
I'll cut it out.
Lord.
I'll cut it out.
Oh no, you don't have to cut it out.
I'll cut it out. It's fine.
Okay, so what else are we talking about today? Maybe that's it.